Hello, everybody. We all here now. We here. We are here. Facebook land. I'm here. Here I am. Here we are. Look, y'all know I'm coming tonight. Y'all know what tonight gonna be. This is gonna be a night of straight out cowboy foolishness. That's all I can say. It's gonna be lit tonight. I don't even want to waste no more time with it at all because look, I got some people with me tonight who I consider my brothers. That's what happened. This is the beauty of social media tonight. And I got two of my brothers on here who I know are going to supply us with what we need to help us out. And I see my guy E. Kush is on there. Hey E. Kush. Tonight is just a night of therapy. Because look, we all need it. We all need it. We need some therapy tonight. We need some therapy tonight. Listen, for all those that are here, go ahead and share. I'm going to do the same thing. But before I really get started and bring my guest on tonight, I want to, of course, tell you guys, what's up, Buddha? I see you. I want to tell you guys tonight that this show, of course, and the music that you just heard was by my guy, Alec Winters, who, of course, is from the Berklee School of Music, and I appreciate him for letting me use his music that he created for the podcast on tonight. And before we really get really going, because once we get going, we're not gonna stop tonight because I already know my guys, my brothers are gonna be on here. They're gonna light this place up. They're gonna set this show on fire tonight. Really, it's their show tonight. I'm just the moderator. It's their show. It's their show tonight. Look, y'all check me out on Saturday at 3:00. It'll be me. But tonight, I got my brothers on. I'm gonna let them dance on the dance floor. It's just that simple. I'm the DJ. They gonna dance, and I promise you, you gonna like what you gonna hear tonight. Cause they ain't gonna play with it. I'm not bringing guys on here who gonna kindergarten their way through this thing. We gonna bring people on this show that ain't gonna play with this. And I got two. It's not just one. I got two home run hitters on here tonight. Y'all, some of y'all already know them, because some of y'all done already heard them before. These guys are legitimately the truth. And I'm just, look, I ain't gonna play with it no more. Y'all go ahead and share. I want to welcome, because I told you, I'm not wasting no time. Look, if y'all want to say something to me, God bless you. Hey, glory to God. We thank you for your presence. Thank everybody here tonight. Hey, y'all. Okay, that's it. I'm through with that. All right. I'm through talking to y'all. All right. Here come my brothers. I want to introduce my brothers from, hey, Michael, I see you. I want to introduce my brothers. One is who I've only known them through a group that we're in. Guys but they're very knowledgeable. Everybody in this group that I'm in is incredibly knowledgeable. These are two of my favorites. because we kind of almost cut from the same cloth. We almost have the same mindset. We see things kind of the same way, but there are some things that they see a little bit differently. You might hear some of that tonight, but we just gonna go ahead and be free tonight. And one of them is Gary Atkinson, and he's here. And then the other is a guy who I think is almost exactly like me, and that's my guy Geechee Cowboy. Most of you guys have seen these guys. They're contributors to Boss Cowboy Sports. Our brother on that show. They are legitimately on that team. That's my guy Gary, and then here's the one and only Geechee Cowboy. What's going on, Gary? Talk to me real quick. Say hello to the people that's on here.
Hey, nothing much, man. How y'all doing? I appreciate everybody for tuning in and listening. It's always gonna be a lot of knowledge dropped on the show. Everybody like and share, subscribe.
No doubt about it. Appreciate you, Gary, for just accepting the call and let everybody come in. Hello. Let me say hello to Podbean. Hello, Miss Ty. And hello, look like I don't know who this Geechee. I don't know this she C Rock. Hey, C Rock on Podbean. What's going on? Thank you for popping in on the show. Come on, Geechee Cowboy. Talk to the people, my brother.
How y'all doing today, man? How you doing, Bishop? Thank you very
Man.
much for the opportunity. What's up, Gary? Y'all know how we rock, man. We like brothers from another mother.
Yeah.
The spirits just agree with each other. And like Bishop said, we all kind of cut from the same cloth, so we just hit it off real easily.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And there are people that in this chat box who are in the same group. And one thing that we all do is we pretty much just support each other. We try our best to, and it's just good to have fellow Cowboy fans in the house. So tonight we really gonna talk about just two things, gentlemen. The way I look at it, and hopefully we'll get a little better understanding, and we'll get probably the same perspective, but it might have a little twist to it by the time we get through with this thing. I know what some of y'all Cowboy fans want me to talk about, and that is KJ Wright. By now, you have heard, bottom line, that KJ Wright is not signing with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay? I know some of y'all are heartbroken. I know some of y'all are depressed. Some of y'all you got tears wailing up in your eyes. You feel kind of rough about it. I know it. I understand. I understand. But can I ask y'all this question real quick before I turn it over to my brothers and get their perspective on it? Here's my perspective. Are you surprised? I mean, come on now. Come on. Did you really think that this was gonna happen? Let me give y'all just a little history. Anybody that says they want to come to Dallas usually never comes.
Nope.
Look. Do y'all remember Earl Thomas? Y'all remember how he ran up the tunnel and ran a 4-1-40, chasing Jason Garrett, saying, "Look, I want to come to Dallas. I want to come get me." All that kind of stuff. Every year we thought we was gonna get Earl Thomas. Did Earl Thomas sign? Come on, y'all.
Nope.
No, we don't. We look. Stop it. Anytime this falls perfectly under, and I'm about to turn it over because I'm not gonna dominate it. Anytime we got a named player, that is a sign to you that Stephen Jones is allergic to big name players. Don't even think about that. His system is, y'all, to draft and bring somebody up. And so I don't know what y'all thinking. We can't get a Pro Bowl team. It's not gonna happen. So y'all help me out. Come on, Gary. Talk to me about KJ, man. What do you think about it?
Man, first off, man, I want to say what's up to Mike Evans and E. Kush. Thanks for the shout out, man. I see y'all. But KJ, I'm gonna refer to what my boy Geeks told me earlier. He was like, where he gonna play? No, honestly,
Yeah.
Dallas all about sign that contract. You want a Jerry boy, you gonna play. It don't matter if you the eighth sorriest player on the team, you gonna play ball. It's just what it is, and it's sickening, man. It's how do you want to win when you're not putting the best players on the field? I mean, we don't even know what we have at linebacker because you refused to bring LVE and Jalen off the field. And then when you did, you put Sean Lee in. Everybody knows Sean Lee been gone for some years. You know what I'm saying? Sean Lee's best years is behind him. You need to see what Gifford has, what Francis Bernard has. You know, I mean, you don't know what you need until you know what you have. You know, that's the most sense I can make of it.
Wow. I agree with you because look, I ain't think about what you said, but guess what? You're absolutely 100% right. You ain't get no argument from me. We all on the same page. It's like I'm really surprised. Come on, Geechee, light it up, brother.
I mean, it's to the point now where we got to realize that if you paid in Dallas, you ain't coming off the field.
Yeah.
So when they already started talking about the KJ Wright thing, my whole thing the first, and you guys can attest to this, I said, where is he going to play? Who's coming off the field? You gave Jalen $12 million. You LVE, they ain't picked the 5th-year option up, but he's making $9 million this year. Then you signed Neal to play the other linebacker role. So KJ Wright wasn't coming here to be a bench player. So where did y'all expect him to play? So really, KJ just used Dallas to get a contract from somewhere else, the same way Earl used us to get paid in Baltimore. So what we got to do is we got to stop drinking this Kool-Aid that they selling us, acting like they're going to, we got more pieces of the pie that we can spend now. They ain't not spending no pieces of pie. If ain't nobody in-house, we not bringing nobody else in. So all we got to do from here on out is we got to pray we get better player developments in that building, because if we don't develop all late-round draft.
You got stuck there, Geechee.
Yeah.
But
wait.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Geechee.
This is what Steven is the polar opposite of his daddy. So everything we've been used to seeing, we're not going to see that anymore with Steven in charge now.
Yeah. I want to bring up something that I'm seeing in my brother Tommy Westerson is in the chat box, and he said he disagreed that Sean Lee is a beast. And then I see Bruce and E. Cush done kind of started working on that. Let me say this about Sean Lee. You know, God bless him for his time, and God bless him for, his contribution.
Right.
But when your time is up, your time is up. And Sean, I see you, Geechee. Let me put you back on. There you go. When Sean is is past his prime, and let's just be honest about it. Just be honest. I know we're loyal to, that's been a problem for the Cowboys for years. We're loyal, but if anybody thinks that Sean Lee at this moment is better than KJ Wright, we need to we need to reevaluate the situation.
Yes.
It's not even in the same ballpark. And Sean, of course, he's kind of like, Sean just can't stay on the field, man. I mean, let's just be honest. Yeah. KJ Wright is a rock.
Yes.
If we wanted, if we were really going, plus his familiarity with Dan Quinn's system would have been an easy transition immediately. So I don't see, I'm at the point now, guys, y'all know me. I've been saying for a long time, do we really want to win? Because the moves that we should make, we don't make. You know what I'm saying? When it's just obvious, 100% signing, we turn our back to it. And Jerry, and what did I want to say? Jerry Stevens' way is to pretty much just draft a guy and hope that they turn into something, rather than getting the guy that you already know is something. You know what I'm saying? And we don't do that. So I got a problem with, once again, us bypassing on a sure fit that would have helped us. I almost reminded me of Earl Thomas a couple of years ago. it was a sure thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though Earl wanted to go make some more money, I can't blame him for that. But I just don't understand why we always pass upon some guys who we know will immediately help this defense out just by them lining up on the field. I just don't. I don't get that. What do you think about it, Gary?
If we traded for Earl, he would have helped immediately. Everybody
Yeah.
know that he would have re-signed because he wanted to come here.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Sean Lee is a beast, Sean Lee was a beast. You know, there's a
Key
difference
word
between
was.
being was. Yeah, I don't agree with you. In previous years, Sean Lee was what that is, and the knowledge is undeniable. But right now, I mean, his body hadn't held up his entire career, and now he's getting older to go along with that. I mean, so do we really want to depend on Sean Lee? I don't. KJ Wright gives us immediate upgrade. Really, if it wasn't for politics, he'd be one of the starting linebackers, hands down. He flourished in the system. You know, I mean, I just don't get it. They claim they want to win, but then you don't make the moves to win. There were so many free agents we could have signed that would help this team immediately. I mean, make the team better immediately because they're proven guys, not guys you draft and project them to help the team, but guys that you know can help this team. They didn't grab them. None of them. They just sat back and did the same thing they always do and expect us to drink the Kool-Aid.
Exactly. Go on, close it out, Geechee, on it.
Yeah, it's just it's starting to get sad, and it's just like we tired of the same old. Like, when is it going to change? Like, when are they going to see the way they've been trying to win is not working? Like, I hear them talk all about these comp picks and valuing comp picks, why we don't sign free agents. But if you get a team full of dogs and you develop players and bring players in, they plug them in, like it fit in the system, what you need comp picks for anyway?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
What does comp picks? Why are y'all selling us on this comp pick dream? Like, we don't care about comp picks.
Yeah, we ain't drafting no 10 people anyway.
Oh,
you know that ain't gonna happen.
We're not this year. People. Well, I don't even think we have. If you look at the roster, we probably was like 17 players away, and we added Neil, Kazi, and Curse since then. So we like 13, 14 players away from having a full roster.
Yeah. Yeah, so we ain't drafting no 10.
Them 7 and 6 rounders are going to come in and do nothing to help this team next year.
Exactly.
Right.
And that ain't even counting the guys that's going to end up getting cut from other teams that we're going to end up picking up.
Exactly, because we love that. Yeah, we love that. We love doing that. That's what we love, sharpening at the bottom of the bin. Clearance rack. Clearance rack sharpen.
E. Kush says every year we hope they have it figured out that is them, and then they show us they ain't learned one thing. Front office is bringing us down.
Yep. They can't get out their own way. You're right.
Okay. It'd be too good to be true if we had a perfect off season.
Like we had to bring Dan Quinn in here for them to finally address the free safety position. All these years we were screaming for a free safety. We had to bring an outside guy to come in here and tell them, like, hey, y'all need to address this position.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's mainly because they're not smart enough to do what they know works. They'd rather have the recognition for the wins.
Yep.
And just sell tickets and make money. You know, I mean, we drinking the Kool-Aid, but honestly, man, if you look at the moves they make and the things they do, all they about is making money, selling tickets. Yeah. They don't care about winning football games. They really don't.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So, in other words, good people in Cowboy land, and for those that may watch this replay, and for those that are on live, and those that are listening on Podbean right now, I see you. Who was that just came in? Randy Richwood. Hey, I appreciate you joining in on Podbean. Here's the bottom line to the whole thing. Look, we don't care. That's just the bottom line. We don't care because we ain't gonna be talking about folks who never gonna put on a Cowboy uniform that we knew wasn't coming in the first place. It's really just that simple. I don't even want to entertain that. KJ Wright will probably be playing with a Super Bowl contender somewhere, and it won't take long. Please understand, because he's that good of a player. Yeah,
No telling.
exactly.
Yeah.
He said to be with the Chiefs, and it
Yeah.
ain't no telling.
See,
So
we don't make smart moves like teams like that. Like
no,
we don't copy their blueprint to how they get into Super Bowls. We can say we gonna do it our way. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And that's
And our way will get you, and our way will just get you maybe in contention for a division championship.
That's about it.
Possible,
And be
possible.
maybe
happy to get out
if
the first
that.
round.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
I'm not messed up about it. I knew it wasn't gonna happen in the first place. I just hate that all our Cowboy brothers and sisters, just
Yeah, they
were
felt.
so heartbroken by them. So it's really not that crucial. We're not gonna even talk about that. Let's get to the matter at hand because I don't want to keep my brothers out here too long. Bruce just wrote down a few minutes ago asking, are we going to talk about Kyle Pitts? The answer to that is yes, because we're going to talk about the NFL draft. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Kyle Pitts and everybody else. What's going on, because as you should know by now, things have gotten very interesting in the last couple of days. As you should know by now, a lot of power moves have been made, and now things, in my opinion, are clearing up very, 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 very easily now. And the truth of the matter is, it's slowly but surely starting to turn. At least at number 10, it's starting to turn into what was predicted almost in the first place. That's the way it's starting to look. And that's just my opinion. Let me go ahead and let's look through this thing together real quick. Let me pull it up, and you guys can look at it with us, and we'll be able to see it real quick. Let's see here. All righty. There we go. Let me get over here because I wear glasses. I can't see too good. Y'all good? Y'all can see that, gentlemen?
Yes,
Can
sir.
y'all see it?
Yeah,
All
I can see
right.
it. I can.
This is the updated draft order for this year, guys. In case you don't know, y'all get y'all pens and paper out. I got some draft gurus with me tonight, and I'm gonna let them go. But as you should know by now, the Jets are at 2. Uh, San Francisco, of course, is at 3. Number 6 there, you see Miami. And then 12, you see what Philadelphia is. Those have really been the only changes. We know about Sam Darnold now, who has gone to Carolina. That's very significant, y'all. That's very significant because it's going to be a player there that y'all thought was going to drop. It's probably going to be picked up by Carolina rather quickly. And yes, I hate to say it to y'all, it looked like the dream of Kyle Pitts
Fit.
to the Dallas Cowboys
It's
is
over.
probably on CPR right now.
Yes.
With that move with Carolina, there's no way that Kyle Pitts, I'm just gonna go and tell y'all now. So y'all can go and get your crying towel out and everything else. Kyle Pitts will not make it to number 10. Y'all can forget that. It's not gonna happen. That move by Carolina, not necessarily saying Carolina is gonna pick him up, but because of what's going on with these quarterbacks, Pitts will not make it to 10. So y'all can forget that. Uh Gentlemen, this is my opinion real quick. The draft obviously starts to me at 4, and that's Atlanta. Because we all know Jacksonville is picking Lawrence. It looked like the Jets is gonna pick the kid from BYU, and 3 is going to be kind of interesting. But if
Yeah.
you're reading all the reports today, most people thinking that surprisingly it's going to
Mac
be
Jones.
Jones from Alabama.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but it's going to be 3 quarterbacks. There ain't no question about that.
Yep.
And so 4 to me is where it starts to get real interesting, because the Atlanta Falcons, in my opinion, are still at a win now mode.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you got Matt Ryan, as your starter, you're not rebuilding. If you still got Julio Jones and Calvin, and Ridley and Gage there, and Gurley still in the backfield, even though Gurley is not what he was, and you still got a good bag of running back, decent line, defense probably a little shot, but you're not really rebuilding. And so the question becomes, will the Falcons draft Matt Ryan's successor, or will they draft a weapon to go with what's already there? And if that is the case, then I believe Mr. Pitts falls immediately into consideration at number 4. Because if you pair Pitts with Ridley and Julio Jones, please understand that's
Yes.
nasty.
Yes.
That's very nasty.
Man,
Yeah.
And I believe that the Falcons are gonna try to make one last little go at this, even though the defense, whatever I'm saying, because in their division, they're gonna have to score. Tampa is gonna score. If Jameis Winston is anywhere better, New Orleans is gonna score. Carolina is gonna score. So they got to put some points on the board. And how much better could it be if um, you give Atlanta a weapon, whether that's Pitts or Devontae Smith or Chase or whoever? I think that's where the draft really gonna start. What you think about Gary?
I think you're right. I've been hearing that Atlanta, they kind of divided on the whole situation. Some people are for Matt Ryan has a couple more years. Some people are for drafted successor. But I think they're going. I think it's going to come down to they're going to get a weapon, and I feel like it's either going to be Pitts or Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 'cause I can see them both having the same kind of effect as far as being a matchup nightmare. Then you line those two guys, either one of those guys up with Ridley and Julio Jones, really you get the advantage. I mean, who gonna guard them? I mean, you're gonna put your number 2 on Julio, he gonna get cooked. You put him on Devontae, he gonna get cooked. One of them gonna have the number 3 guy, and then it's just it's a matter of pick your poison, basically.
Yeah.
But once that pick falls, that's when we're gonna see what's really gonna happen. Because it's a possibility of it being 5 quarterbacks going in the first round, but I don't know. I'm hearing mixed things from them two guys, you know. So I don't know what they're gonna do exactly, but if they get another weapon, I really don't want to see Atlanta. I don't like that.
I know there's. Come on, Geechee.
Yeah. I think it's hard. It's hard to look at that Atlanta situation and know where they're gonna go.
Exactly.
If you look at Arthur Smith in Tennessee, he did use tight ends, and he kind of brought Ryan Tannehill back from nowhere. Mm-hmm. So could he had convinced the front office he could do the same with Matt Ryan? So that's why they extended that contract 2 more years out.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, then you go get a weapon. Because you look at it from the sense of we can't fix our defense with the number 4 pick, so why not make a strength even stronger? So we can't stop people. Let's go out and score 30 to 40 points every week.
Exactly.
Try to fix the defense with the rest of the draft.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. If they go weapon, where do y'all think Lance gonna fall?
I think Lance Fields is bound to fall.
Fields.
I think one of them two gonna fall. And
are we talking fall
I say fall maybe 11, 12, if Eagles or Giants may be willing to trade with somebody to move back? Because I'm looking at Go ahead, Gary.
One of them going to New England. If both of them fall, one of them going to New England. And the only reason I can see Atlanta going Smith instead of Pitts is because Matt Ryan is not so good in the red zone. So I think they would want to score a lot of long touchdowns, a lot of catch and runs.
I think Pitts helps you
with
those
quarterbacks. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that too.
Because you just can throw it up to him. They don't got to be perfect.
But but
Off script
You
plays.
can.
but check this out. You guys are absolutely right, because see, when you look at from 4, and everybody else is watching this, I'm sorry, Power Bean, you can't see this. This is all on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter right now. From 5 down to 11, there's really no need for a quarterback. Obviously, it would be drafted between 5 and 11. Well, 9.
Well,
Denver
Denver's the wild
might.
card.
Denver
Yeah,
might.
Denver.
Denver might do it.
John
Denver's
Elway.
really the only team that's there that really might draft a quarterback, and they wouldn't have to move up either.
Nope.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The quarterback will fall. It'll fall right to him.
Only thing they'll have to be scared of is maybe getting in front of Detroit or Carolina in case somebody else farther down would want to jump them.
I just don't see nobody really jumping up to come get them, unless there's talk that Philadelphia, at first, if they could have got the right quarterback, they would have drafted him.
3. Yeah, they was
trying to
3. They did try to move to 3.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, to get Wilson, but I don't think they would try to move up to maybe what Denver is to go get Fields or Lance. I just can't see that, because it's really almost the same player.
Yeah, you got the same quarterback almost in the building right now. So
yeah, so that's not it. So that 5 through, I'm just gonna stick with 5 through 10, because that's what everybody wants to talk about. 5 through 10 is not moving. Here's where it gets interesting.
I agree.
It's a guessing game, y'all, because of the moves that were made. Like, for instance, at 5, okay, Joe Burrow's coming off a major injury. He was getting hit more than anybody, almost. He was getting cracked. If Atlanta goes to Devontae Smith, then do you pick Pitts, or do you get this man some help in Sewell as a tackle? Which is where a lot of people thought Sewell everybody thought Sewell was going to go to the Jets, to be honest with you. But that's going to look like that's not going to happen. So Sewell is there. Do you protect him now, or do you go after this weapon? And I'm going to be honest with you. I think that even if Pitts is there at 5, I believe Sewell is the pick, because they can't afford Joe Burrow getting destroyed again this year. So if Pitts is there, Pitts falls again to Miami.
Right.
Miami has it all depends on. There's a lot of talk that Tua and Devontae Smith have, of course, this great chemistry together from being in Alabama, and I'm quite sure Tua, if that be the case, Tua will probably tell the organization, this is my guy, I would love to have him. And if Pitts is there, I believe they'll pick Smith, because they already got a good tight end. I mean, they can have a better. They already got one.
Well, that's a New England pedigree, though. So I can see them running a lot of 12 personnel with just and Pitts and helping Tua by having like a more quick offense, getting the ball out quick so he doesn't take hits in the pocket neither. So I wouldn't rule out him going to Miami neither, honestly.
Yeah. What do you think about Gary?
It makes sense. It makes sense, but I'm not sure he would prefer Pitts over Smith though.
I don't think so.
I remember they signed,
and with the 2 receivers they got on the outside already, Smith gonna come in and dominate your number 3 corner. I mean, I don't really see no number 3 corner really just stopping Smith.
But they signed Fuller. So you really got Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, 2 big receivers, and then you got Fuller in the slot.
Exactly.
So you really don't need Devontae. It would be a luxury to get him, but Pitts ranked higher on their board than Devontae is.
That's the $1 million question.
That's where it comes to. Yeah, that's where it comes to play. And I really don't think he is.
What's up, Matt? I
really think if they smart, a lot of teams go best player available. Especially when you got a young quarterback, you want to get him weapons, and getting him a weapon he's familiar with, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? In the process of getting him somebody that's dynamic, you get him somebody that he's familiar with, that he can play with.
They already got chemistry.
They got chemistry. That matters a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening right now to two of some draft heads. These guys know players that y'all don't even know about. They know guys in 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round that we don't even talk about. They study these guys. So what you're hearing is good stuff. I'm the kind of guy that just I study it, but not in depth like these guys. This is my point here. Pitts falls no further than the next team, and that's Detroit. And the reason why I say Detroit, if he lasts there, the reason why I say Detroit is because they just lost Galladay. If y'all don't know who Galladay is, wide receiver, the best receiver they had out there. Their best receiver last year past Galladay was their tight end, TJ Hawkinson, who's real good. You got
Marvin Jones.
Exactly. You got Jones, Marvin Jones, who's probably going to be their number one now. Now what you have is Golf there, who is more of a I ain't gonna say he dink and doink, but he's a short to intermediate type passer. He can get the ball down the field. What better person to get? Yeah, if you get a guy that can work the seams and work the middle of the field and go look out on what Geechee said there to run a 2 tight end set. TJ Hawkinson and Kyle Pitts would be incredibly dangerous for him. That would be nasty. And I believe that he will fall right in that area there. And if he doesn't fall there, then without a doubt, Carolina will grab him. I mean, come on now. It just wasn't making any sense to me. Y'all talk to me on that.
That's what got Hawkinson hyped up in the first place because he had Noah Fant. See, with Pitts on the other side, that'll be an even better combo.
My goodness.
Pitts is Fant 2.0. I mean, they'll go off. And really, though, it's going to come down to do they believe in golf?
I got you, Geechee.
Do they want to go with golf or do they want to go QB? Do they got a guy that's going to fall? But if they got Pitts, though, I mean, that would be an ideal scenario because, I mean, what you going to do with these tall guys in the middle?
Yeah, and you can line Pitts up at the X or the Y.
You can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
He can be everywhere.
So you can line Pitts up anywhere, really. And you still can play Hawkinson in line.
And they got to give golf the help that he needs.
Some weapons.
Yeah. He could be like Golf's Robert Woods. So you saying he could be like Golf's Robert Woods?
Yes. Exactly.
That safety blanket.
I feel you.
I'm gonna see my guy Bruce, who is asking. Bruce says, "Okay, my question is, if Pitts is available, do you want to get him or go defensive?"
I mean, that's a lot of big what ifs, man, because he got to fall first for us to even have to make that decision.
Woo, Bruce.
So you looking at most people got Pitts as maybe their top 3 player at worst.
Yeah. Bruce, my question to you is this. Right. You come on, talk to us real quick. You be the 4th guest. Bruce, come on, talk to me. If we get you, I need to know from you who's our number 2 cornerback. Who do you want starting besides Diggs? Answer that question before, because if we don't go defense, are you trusting Jordan Lewis? Are you trusting Anthony Brown?
No.
Are you trusting
Reggie Robinson?
We
didn't see last year at all.
Yeah. I mean, and Reggie Robinson was pretty much practice squad player. That'd be just like having another rookie out there. So my question to you, Bruce, is if we get Pitts, who's our number 2 cornerback? Because we got a committee right now. I believe, in my personal opinion, I think Jordan could play it, but Jordan is more effective not playing number 2. His game is being kind of like a joker, a joker kind of guy. Okay, Bruce says that Mike said the answer is nobody. That's right. See, if you got a committee, that means you ain't got one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If you got to play any, mini, miny, mo, that means you don't have a clear number 2. That
Mm-hmm.
means you're trying out. So Bruce come back and said, "No, I think that needs to be our first pick as cornerback." I would agree with you.
I agree 100%.
I agree 100% with you, and it sounds like my guys do also. Which means here we go. Denver will probably draft.
Denver's a wild card too, man.
Yeah, we don't know what Denver gonna go with.
And Elway
they might go quarterback. They might go.
Is John Elway gun shy for how bad he's done drafting quarterback?
Or did they lose their cornerback? I forgot his name.
No. They signed
Harris.
They signed yeah, they lost Harris last year, but they
lost
signed
Harris.
Fuller. They signed Fuller to a 1-year deal. And then they got
they got Kyle Fuller, right?
Yeah, they got.
Did they get Kyle Fuller?
Ronald Darby. They signed Darby
and Darby.
Signed Fuller.
Okay. So there's really not a need for. I mean, there's always a need for a good cornerback, but there's not a pressing need for cornerback for them.
I think linebacker for them is a bigger need. Linebacker, and quarterback, maybe they 2 biggest needs right now.
If all right, so go corner though, I'm convinced it'll be Surtain.
I think so too.
And there for Denver?
Yeah.
All right. I was actually thinking the same thing. I was thinking that they would go Surtain at 9, to be honest with you. And that will, of course, will lead to us. Here's my question. All 3 of us believe, because we've been in groups together, and most of my people that's on here now, most of us believe that J.C. Horn is the best cornerback in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here's my question. Do the Cowboys think that J.C. Horn is the best cornerback? That's my question. I don't, for some reason, the fan base and the organization are never together in thought process. I just don't I just don't know. I know they went to his pro day. I get it. Right. But I believe if their mindset is so hung up on Surtain, like a lot of people think it is,
that's due diligence.
Do they take the best after that and Horn? And I don't feel the steam that I need to be hearing, from the reports I'm reading. I hear Surtain, but I'm not getting the same steam for Horn. So, do they take him or do they go Slater? I personally want, I see you, Geechee, I'm sorry. I personally want Horn bad. That's who I want. Bad. But I just don't see the same steam. I want it, but I just don't see it. What you think, Gary?
I think the main reason that they want Surtain is because he got that clean cut, I'll play the role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think if Surtain is gone and Horn is there and Slater, I think they'll go Slater because they're scared of the dogs. They don't want to. Exactly. They don't want to have to deal with that kind of mentality and that kind of person, which is
that's what ticked me off. That ticks me off. It does. Yeah. Come on, Geechee. I know you ready to rumble over there. Come on. I can't hear you, Geechee. I can't hear you. Nah, I can't hear you. Pop back, pop out one time, Geechee, and then come back in. I'll see you. All right.
Yeah. I don't think they want to deal with that. I don't get it because that would won a Super Bowl, man.
All right.
Geechee, you can hear me now?
Got you, Geechee.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So like I said, this is my guy. Like I'm gonna die on this Horn hill, even if I gotta die on it by myself. And if fans of the show, if y'all get a chance, go watch this video he's been putting together through his draft process and just look at the mentality he has. He got mad at the scouts because they thought he was going to run slow and not jump high in the broad jump. And when he jumped at 11-1, he asked them, who y'all playing with? Like, it's different over here. Like that's the kind of mentality we need in Dallas. He got up there and he said, I am the best defensive player in this draft. That takes a lot of cojones to go up there and say. And he said, I stand on it. I mean it. Like, that's the type of mentality we need. So you think you can have two cornerbacks that can track the ball like wide receivers, great at man press coverage, and dogs. We need that on this defense. And I heard people say, oh, we'll keep winning plays zone. Well, let me ask you this. If you got press cornerbacks, as a coach, shouldn't you be smart enough to adapt to your player's strength? Why would you run cover 3 when you know you got press cornerbacks? Wouldn't you change your defense around a little bit?
Geechee, let me say this real quick. Dogs are dogs. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what you're doing. Just like most of the fans that'll say that, they'll sit there and say, oh, we should have took T.J. Watt instead of Taco. But they didn't take T.J. because he was an outside linebacker. He didn't play with his hand in the dirt. But everybody will tell you, oh, I believe he could do whatever. He can put his hand in the dirt. He can get the quarterback. The same thing with Horn. Whatever you put Horn, whatever situation you put him in, the man going to excel. It's just like Deion. Deion told Detroit if they take him, they're going to have to put him on layaway. I mean, it don't get more dog than that. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of players you want. Yes. Them guys that got confidence and know that they can play.
And
they're going to go out there man, they just different. They different.
Let me ask you this guy, because Michael Evans, I don't know if y'all can see that comment there. That's a very interesting, tempting comment. He says if Pitts and Surtain are gone, then Slater or Waddle or Chase is the pick. First of all, I think Chase is going to be gone.
There ain't no way Chase fall to 10.
Yeah, Chase ain't going to be there. No, but check this out. Waddle would be there.
You know that's my guy.
I probably would take Waddle. I probably would take Waddle because Waddle gives the offense something we don't have. So I can make sense of that. You know, like you kind of want to receive a team of versatile players that can do anything. And one thing we don't have is somebody that can take the top off of the defense or is a touchdown threat every time they touch the ball. And that speed is generational. You don't find that you just don't find that every day.
Yeah. For real. So Fred Williams, he live in Columbia, Geechee. He say Horn is a beast and he's a diehard Gamecock fan. The Horn's a monster. We all love Horn at there, but let me ask y'all this, because y'all already answered one question. So if Water is there at 10 and Horn is there, who's the best? Who is the best player available? Number one, or would we be picking Horn for need?
You know what?
Because if Water is best player available, I mean he's just that. He's best player available. But will we be picking for need? And keep in mind now, that's the reason why we got CD last year. Is because at the time he was the best player available. You remember what Coach McCarthy said? He said, "Give me the best player available, and regardless of position, and we're gonna roll with that." So if Water is best player available and Horn is there, what we gonna do?
This how I look at it, right? So BPA is true, but need is a real thing too. Yeah. So what is the tiebreaker? When you got two players closely ranked to each other, I think need overtakes that. That's why you see quarterbacks get drafted high, even though they're not the best players in the draft. Most teams in the top 10 don't draft for BPA; they draft for need. So if I look at the numbers, as tempting as Waddle looks, my vision for having two shutdown number one press corners overtakes me adding another receiver because I know our offense is already deadly as it's constructed. So that'll be the tipping point for me.
Bruce, let me stop. Bruce, I'll get you in, Gary, on that in a second. Bruce says Horn is what we need. If we get Waddle, what we gonna do with Gallup? Well, the reason one of the benefits of drafting Waddle, if we did, and I'm not suggesting this at all, y'all. I don't think we really need Waddle. Yes, he would make things incredible on offense, but Gallup is not going to sign with us next year. That's the advantage of getting Waddle. And you'll have that position already covered if you draft Waddle. You don't mind Gallup taking a walk. You won't. if you lose him for nothing, because
You get a
he's
comp
not,
pick. You get a comp
huh?
pick. You get a comp pick, Bishop.
Yeah,
Won't
that's
be
right.
nothing.
I mean, you'll get the comp pick, but a lot. It's almost remind me of the Byron Jones thing. We
Yeah,
knew Byron was gonna sign for money, so people were saying, well, "Why don't we just trade Byron and get
yeah.
something for him?"
We
And
should
a
have.
lot of people saying the same thing about Gallup. And we let Byron go, and Byron we didn't get absolutely, really not. There it is, Bruce. You see what I'm saying? That will
Third
take
round.
care of that, but that's not the reason why you draft guys.
No,
That's not the
no,
reason why.
no.
Yeah, that would be a benefit, but that's not a good reason to
Mm-mm.
say, okay, let's get Waller so we ain't got to worry about Gallup. No,
No.
no, no. That's not good.
We found Gallup in the third round.
Yeah, exactly.
And this class right here is a deep receiver class. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, wide receiver, you kind of can find anywhere in any draft, honestly. Like, even if we go around and look at some of the best receivers in the draft, they weren't even drafted high. Devontae
exactly.
Adams, Hawkins, like, I can go down the list. Beckham, like, them guys was in top 10 picks.
What you
In
think
my
about the
opinion,
wild? What do you think about the wild scenario, Gary?
man, this where me and Geach bump heads. I mean, I believe
Finally, I got some tension
Waddle,
in that.
man, Waddle is just different.
He
He
is.
different. I mean, he
He
got
is.
that Tyreek Hill effect. Look at what Tyreek Hill does for Kansas City offense. I mean, the
Yep.
man just as fast side to side as he is straight forward. You know what I'm saying? It's elite speed, and he helps you on special teams. I mean, he upgrades your
Immediately.
pump returner off the muscle. Yeah, and then, like you say, we can do something about getting something for Gallup, not letting him walk. Then Gallup becomes expendable. You can get the same third rounder that you got for him. And I also believe that corner is deep in this draft. I
It
think you
is.
can
Yeah,
get a good corner in the second.
It is.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
it is.
think you can get good corners probably in the third or fourth. You
Gary,
know what
why
I'm
why
saying?
why try to go holler at the eat when you can get the dime piece though?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Uh,
I feel you.
Dave,
I feel you.
Dave,
But Waddle
David.
is that same
Go
dime
ahead,
though.
man.
Waddle that same dime. You know what
Well,
You
I'm
got that right.
it matter whether you like them red or if you like them little dark skin. It's just all about what flavor you like.
saying?
You got that right. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Eshawn, on Podbean, and I think I spoke to you, Randy Edgewood, if you're still there. Appreciate you guys joining in on Podbean. Hope y'all enjoying the conversation. I got my brothers with me, Gary Atkinson and Geechee Cowboy, who coming in and spitting flat out fire because they just gonna tell you the truth.
Danny had
Uh,
a comment too, Bishop. I like what Danny said. You
who
got to
Dave?
go on because you ain't gonna find a Diggs in the second round. We lucked up and found Diggs. That was just a blessing.
Yeah, it was,
That that
and he failed.
that
He
And
failed.
that is
the CD,
possible.
the CD BPA, right? Like
Yeah,
it was no other player nowhere remotely close to CD when he fell to 17. I feel like if
exactly.
it was a linebacker or DN close somewhat to CD, they would have took that player over CD. Like
Yeah,
CD was just a common sense. Like my
you really had
12-year-old
no
daughter,
choice.
my
You had no
12-year-old daughter
choice.
would have knew to go up there and tell him to pick CD Lamb at that point, you
That's
know?
that's possible too, but then it's possible that you can find one, especially with corner
You
being as
can,
deep as it is in this draft. And
you
then you
can.
say Waddle coming off of injury, he just broke his ankle. If you
Yeah.
you you 20 21 years old, that ain't really nothing.
It ain't
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying, to
It's not
come
a
back
bad
from.
injury. Yeah,
You
that
know,
don't scare
it's
me.
not like he tore a ligament or you
Nah.
know what I'm saying. He didn't do nothing like that. He didn't tear ACL, MCL. It was nothing of that nature. He just broke an ankle, and
Yeah.
he played in the national championship.
So that show
You know
you
what I'm saying? I mean,
doggish. That show you dog. So
yeah,
you got a little dog in him
that
too.
that so he
Yeah.
got dog in him. This same thing T.O. did when he came back and played in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Let
Same
let
situation.
let let me of course when you start talking cowboy land, you'll get um you'll get this debate, of course, with Surtain and Horn. And I'm not gonna knock I believe it was David Wrangle who brought up that he put in order says Surtain, Pitts, and then Horn in that order. That's I guess that's his player rankings. I'm not gonna knock you, David, for that because it's really just a matter of what type of cornerback you like. You know what I'm saying? Uh Surtain is a well polished technique, type cornerback. He almost, in a sense, remind me of Byron Jones a little bit. In a sense, he does. As I said on the show before, Geechee, you still with me? Are you still with me, Geechee? I don't know if he's there or not. Geechee, if you can hear me, pop back out and pop back in. I can't see you. Surtain is polished. He don't have that type of dog. He's a dog now. I'm not knocking him. He's a dog, but he ain't a dog like Horn. Horn is a attitude problem.
He a different guy.
He's loaded with confidence. I'm not saying he's Jalen Ramsey. I'm saying, but he had that moxie like
that type of mentality.
like he had when he came in, like Jalen had when he came in. I'm not saying he's Jalen Ramsey. Don't knock me on that, but I'm saying that he's that type of guy. I will give Surtain credit for this. I told you guys this before. Surtain has an advantage, in my opinion, on pretty much all the cornerbacks. Why I say that? Look who he went against in practice every day. You can't dismiss this. This man went against Devontae Smith, Waddle, the tight end, and had Matt Jones coming in.
Going against Judy.
He's going against Judy the year previous. This is what this man saw in practice every day. You understand? So when it came to the games, this guy, it really, it was almost like lightweight. I see you, Geechee. I think you back with me. I'm saying exactly. So we're not knocking Surtain.
No.
Surtain, I mean, you can't deny. I mean, the year before he playing against Tua. I mean, he going against Jalen. I mean, come on now. Did this guy have seen, high quality fights?
Yeah.
Fights in practice every day. But J.C. Horn, man, look, if y'all haven't seen this dude tape,
y'all got to go
see how he locked people down.
Yes.
Then you need to really go look at Horn, and you'll see the differences just by the way they play. And you can just imagine, but I can see Surtain and Diggs. I can see that. But the sight of Horn is just a little bit better to me.
It's more athletic, man.
It's more athletic.
It shows on the tape. Like,
and
he about they smacking receivers in the head, in their face, talking trash to him.
Horn got legit speed. He got legit speed. Even with the 40 time they said that Surtain ran, I don't see it on tape. I see Horn being fast for real. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I see the game speed.
And on a personal note, because if you've been following my show, and I appreciate all you guys that are here with me now. If you've been following my show, listen, I'm tired of these, and my brother here now, so I can go on get loose. My brother Geechee here. We might well tag team on y'all now. Look, we're tired. Gary here too. He's the same way. We're tired of these by the book, smooth operator type players.
Right.
This is not shot eight. Y'all understand? We don't want these, these pretty technical technique, smooth type guys. I need some Ray Lewis type attitude on this team. We need some of y'all will call them goons.
Yes.
We need some goons on this team.
Yes,
we need a guy. We need some people. See, Jalen Smith, I'm tired of you knocking them down, then picking them up. No, we don't help nobody up.
Watch Jalen Smith. I want Charles Haley's.
Yeah. I want a guy that's gonna hit you in your mouth, look at you, and then say, "Come on back. I got some more for you." That's what I'm looking for. I don't want these smooth, shake your hand if you worried about it, they fall and all that kind of man. Please, I need some guys that's gonna knock your head off on this team. I need some pure intimidation on this team, and I'm telling y'all, Surtain is nice. I give you that, but he don't scare me.
No.
Yeah, thank you, Danny Mullex. Yeah, exactly. I
This,
need some
this,
Dan Woodson
yes.
type knock your head. Thank you, Dan.
Right.
So y'all understand what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Right.
Like go,
Y'all,
go,
y'all, some of y'all catching it.
go
I
look at
need
Hey,
that
David,
guy.
David, yeah, Horn, he got by Pitts once, but it was like he was like 1 for 7.
1 for
You know what
7.
I'm saying?
Lock him down.
Horn got the best of Pitts. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
But I got to come back to. I can't let everybody just get off my boy Waddle because they acting like he not a baller. You know, you go best player available. You look at every mock draft. Who goes first? Horn or Waddle?
Water.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well,
exactly.
they playing JC
Waddle
though,
a
man.
beast, man.
Like I feel
Waddle
like
a
they ain't
beast.
giving JC enough credit. Like I don't know what the problem is. Like because he went to South Carolina and we didn't have a good defense and he was the only star. That means he's not as good as supposedly advertised. But if you listen to this
Tape
guy
is nice.
press conference interviews after games last year, because I'm a Gamecock fan, so I seen him since he's been a true freshman. So I know him a little more than a lot of other people probably know him. But you can even go listen to Surtain after games. He just say the right type of guy. He's a Jalen Smith. I'm gonna work hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna give you extra effort, but I ain't gonna really stick my neck out. I ain't gonna really balk back when I need to balk back. I'm gonna just say yes, sir, and tuck my tail. Like I don't want to tuck my tail type of player.
No, that's not
I
what
want
I want.
somebody that's
I
gonna
want the
go
guy
out
that's
there
gonna
and
say
play.
the. I want the guy that's gonna say the wrong thing sometimes.
Yes.
You know, just
Give me a
off
dance.
of raw emotion.
Give me a dance.
We don't have that.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No.
and the truth be told, we don't have that. On our team, we got one that can talk that talk and D-Law, but the production got to match. You know what I'm saying? We got to have some production with your talking. We just can't get up there and talk. Then we look at your stat line, and all you got is one tackle and 2 pressures, and
But
you
D-Law
just out there.
D-Law ain't had too much help on the D-line, man. I can't. Y'all can't beat my South Carolina boy up too much now, because he still is one of the best rush defensive ends too. But I get it. When you get 20 million, people expect results. So I understand it totally. When you get that much money, we need to see more than 5.5, 6 sacks.
But look, he got his running mate. I think Randy Gregory gonna be his running mate. So
Gregory is the truth, but we know D-Law's only really great when he got a real good DT, and I think he's gonna get a little bit of that this year with Gallimore and Hill. I think it's gonna be all right, but I really wasn't talking about his play because Geechee is right. D-Law is still one of the better all around defensive ends in the game. Yeah, his sack numbers are down, obviously. But when you look at, he's still getting commands a double team. He still commands attention. And that's really what you need. But I was talking about attitude. That's what I was talking about. D-Law just about the only one that run his mouth. You see what I'm saying? And ain't, with getting your face. I need some guys on here that's gonna do the same thing and produce at the same time. And I'm not saying Surtain can't do it. I just like Horn better. You see what I'm saying?
I do too.
I just like Horn better, and I think that's what we need to do. For those that are still asking about Pitts, I don't think Pitts is gonna be there, y'all. I know y'all holding on to this thing to the end, but Pitts not gonna be there, y'all. I'm sorry. I hate it. I mean, I would love to have that, option and all that, but he's not gonna be there. I don't think that Chase will be there. So it's really a matter of, and I personally, and I see Wynn is joining, I personally don't think that Surtain is going to be there. I really believe that Denver's going to swap him up. I believe that. I really believe that. I don't want, I mean, I hope it happens, because if that does happen, it's going to get real interesting to see if the Cowboys will go after Horn when he's right there. Will they go ahead and go defense like everybody say they should, or will they go Waddle or something like in that area? Because I believe Waddle will be probably in that area there. Nate said, my brother on here, Nate said Horn is that goon.
Yes.
That's what we need. We need him.
Yeah.
We need
Yes.
that. We need that that transition.
Ramsey
So is
2.0, man. Just think of Ramsey.
Waddle the same kind of guy. He just not as loud and boisterous, but he's the same kind of guy. Any dude to break his ankle then come back and play on that ankle when it's not 100% healed, he got dog in it.
Yeah,
You know
he wide
and still dominate one of the dudes that they was rating a top rated DB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did him in on an ankle that was what 60, 70% at the most.
Yeah. What y'all think about I saw somebody say something about Parsons.
No.
I don't think Parsons really should even. I think Parsons gonna fall.
Parsons.
You know, Parsons, he not gonna fall. He just not gonna be what y'all think he is. Parsons gonna fall, you know, somewhere between probably 13 and 18 or somewhere in that area. You know that.
Parsons give me Zeke vibes, man.
Yeah.
Parsons ain't no Luke Kuechly. I'm not taking no linebacker top 10 that's not Luke Kuechly.
Facts. I'm a firm believer that you don't draft
I see
linebackers, that you don't draft linebackers high. Because even if we go through and we look at the best linebackers in the league right now, none of them were high draft picks.
E. Kush hit me out here. E. Kush says,
vast majority of them.
Listen, E. Kush says, I think we will do some trading around. 10 guys won't make this squad anyway. I'll take 4 premium players over 9 camp bodies any day. E. Kush, but you're definitely not talking about trading 10 away, right? I know that's not the case.
At least one starter on every level.
Yeah. The goal should try to be to get as many players in the top 150 as possible. So try to get in the second round. Yes, try to get in the second round maybe 2 times and maybe try to get in the early 4th again or move up in the 3rd. Because we don't really need that 6th and 7th round pick. Like those picks do nothing to this team every year. Like they just like wasted camp bodies. So why not try to get into the way the meat of the draft is at between round 2 and 4 and start stacking up on some players, you know?
Yeah. You want 5 or 6 picks between 1 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Or 1 and 4. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You want at least 5 or 6 picks in that area.
I see you could. Let's throw a little monkey wrench in here with this. David says, do y'all think Mac Jones is really worth the 3rd pick? I don't see it, and I don't know why they have Fields going later. Crazy to me, I don't know. Here's the monkey wrench, y'all. And this could shake it up.
Yeah.
Watch this. What if the 49ers have their eyes on Fields at 3?
That's who I thought.
That would mean Matt Jones. Matt Jones will fall. My goodness.
Yeah, Mac Jones might fall all the way to 15 in New England.
So, and then the question then becomes, if Matt Jones is there, because the dilemma now would be Lance and Jones, does a team get greedy and says, okay, we got to go get Matt Jones? And if that is the case, if that happened to be at 10, do we trade back then?
If we do,
it depends. It depends on how far back. Because I think
we still gonna be in the 1st round. But if we say let's just say it's the Patriots.
So 15.
That's 15.
Right. Yeah. So this might think about trading back. You can't just trade back to say you want to trade back. So if you trading back, you need to have 3 players in that range where you trading back to that you will be comfortable picking. So if you don't got 3 players at 15, you feel that all 3 or 2 or 1 of the 3 might be there, then no, don't trade back. Because we don't plan on getting in the top 10, hopefully no time soon again. So let's make it worth the while we here. Let's use that to our advantage.
You know what?
think it's
I
a
didn't think
possibility.
about that. Thank you for Dave for saying that, but I just don't I just don't think that a team would sit if they know Jones is falling like that. I think somebody come get him. I
Why?
really do.
Why?
I don't
Yeah,
think he's gonna
that's
last a few games.
I mean, why? Like, why is, and I get it. He played great last year, but why is he being so hyped up and Justin Fields is being tore down when Justin Fields is the?
Oh Lord, here you go. Here you go with that.
I didn't really
Look,
want to get here, but I
say,
mean, he the clear.
you know I'm
Fields
ready,
is the
Doug.
clear.
Yeah, you know
Fields
I.
is, oh my
Yeah,
God, Fields may be the
I've
best
been thinking
quarterback,
that.
the most talented quarterback
yeah,
in this draft, and that's over Trevor Lawrence. And a lot of people
But
might
yeah.
don't like
you
that, but
look who moved up to the top though. They talking about San Fran moving up to get Mac Jones, and
man,
look at the ones that were already ready to go top, Wilson and Lawrence. Now
Yeah.
all of a sudden
how Fields been a number 2
Lance
rated quarterback,
falls
bro?
and Fields fall, Field and Lance fall, but the
Man,
other three guys they jump up ahead. You see what I'm
man,
saying?
Fields been number 2 all year
Telling you,
long since last year. Fields been the number 2 ranked quarterback,
man,
bro. So now,
Destroyed Alabama.
destroyed
suspect
Alabama, outplayed Trevor Lawrence. Like,
ate them alive.
I mean, what more does he have to do?
Y'all know why.
Simple,
Y'all man,
suspect.
I know
Yeah,
we don't want to say it, but y'all know why. Y'all
man,
know.
I'm not
Man,
gonna put it out there on your show like that. You know how I get down.
I,
You already
I,
know. You
I'm
know.
not gonna do it. I wanna. Here go Mike Fever too. Look at Mike Evans. Say, here we go.
Man, you know
You
how I
already
feel
know.
about it. Hey, I was one of the main supporters when you was talking Dak. I'm
Man,
telling you.
look,
You know how
look.
I feel about the situation.
I mean, it's a touchy situation, but man, the elephant in the room can't always keep being
Man,
ignored, man.
No, you
that's
can't
because
ignore it.
give me
As
the
long as
other
you keep,
facts. Give me the
ignoring the
facts.
elephant, we'll never get past the problem. That's
Yeah,
the
just
problem.
give me the
Nobody wants
facts
to
though.
talk about it.
That's
We got
all I'm
he
asking,
could
Geeks. That's all I'm
he
asking.
could
Give me the
he
facts that say
he could
that
he
Mac
could
Jones is a better quarterback
he
than
couldn't have
Justin
put it
Fields.
out there, y'all. He couldn't have put it out there. He done went there. You see what I'm saying? Just cause I'm gonna put it out there, you know.
Just
Man,
check the history of the quarterbacks that always get boosted up and the ones that get teared down, and tell me if we lying or
man,
not. Like,
I'm telling you.
Well,
Give me the facts. Show me the numbers that say Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Justin Fields. Show
you
me that.
can't you can't say that. I think what happened. I think they trying to replay Joe Burrows. Think that's gonna happen again. A guy plays 1 year and catch lightning in a bottle, and and go win a championship and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's exactly what you get. But in defense of Matt Jones, let me say this: in defense, the kid can play. There ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah,
He can play.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm not knocking.
and here's the last thing I'm gonna say about that. He does fit the way Shanahan like to play. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. He does kind of fit the way Shanahan like to play. But I will say this. Then the 49ers also putting out a lot of press about Deshaun Watson. And if you like Deshaun Watson, you sure do like I see you, Geechee, I'm sorry. If you like
Justin
Deshaun
Fields.
Watson, you sure like Justin Fields then. I mean,
exactly,
come on.
Or at least Trey
exactly,
Lance. Or at least Trey
exactly.
Lance.
You know,
If you was willing to trade for Deshaun,
you got to like Justin
how
Fields
can you
then.
not like
You
Justin
like his
Fields?
game. You like his
Yeah.
How could you
game.
not?
A more
It's very
athletic version.
similar.
And
Yeah.
they holding two games out of this man's whole career against him, against the number 1 ranked defense and the number 5 ranked defense in college football, and he didn't have his best receiver in one of those games.
Man,
And then they
and he
saying
got
one read. Listen, I played quarterback. Every play is designed for you to go to your first read. That's what you're supposed to do. If your first read is open, you throw the ball to him. I never knew it was a problem throwing to your first read when your first read is open. Since when that became a problem?
Yeah. And I see Buddha brings up Interesting point. We're not knocking Mac, and I agree with Buddha on this statement that he said. If y'all see it, he said he's not necessarily better, but he would choose Mac. He said, y'all know me, that arm and accuracy is serious.
So
And
what is
Buddha,
Fuse
Yeah,
arm?
but the
Fuse
same
arm
it's the
just as
same
deadly.
accuracy with flip. Yeah, Phil's got the same accuracy. That's the
70%,
That's the thing about it.
70% last year. Come on.
He's
but
just
but
as
but
accurate.
y'all but y'all know, check this out though. When it came to Mac Jones, you know what the other thing they said about him. They said Mac is brilliant. You can
Oh,
put him,
oh, oh.
y'all put him on a chalkboard, and he can just immediately go to work. He can talk ball. He can draw on the chalkboard. He's smart. I'm gonna say it one more time. They say he's smart. Let me just say it one more time. He
Yeah,
said
Mac
they say Mac
Mac
Jones
brilliant.
is smart. He's brilliant. When they
He
say when
brilliant
they
with
talk
them
about
DUIs though.
when
He
they talk
brilliant with
about
them
look
DUIs.
when they talked about when they talked about Justin Fields, they say he's athletic.
And they say he lazy. They say he lazy, and
Exactly.
he's the last
Man,
man in. No, the last man in and the first man out.
Yeah.
The
So
lazy. They go that lazy narrative. That
I see
lazy
you,
narrative.
Andy.
yeah, there
That
you go.
lazy
So,
narrative again.
But look,
well,
Mac Jones brilliant. Mac Jones brilliant with 4 DUIs though. With all them DUIs he got, he
My boy
brilliant.
Dak, my boy
You
Dak
right.
got 1 DUI, and they said that's why he dropped all the way to the fourth
That's
round.
why he dropped to the fourth round. He dropped to the fourth round
yeah,
with one
man.
DUI.
Ain't
Mac
that
had
something?
multiple DUIs.
Ain't
Oh
that something?
Multiple.
boy.
The man
That's
got
what I'm
look.
saying.
The man look. Johnny Manziel was
Drink.
drinking more. Drinking. You could put a navel. I mean, a spout to his navel, and he drunk up the whole country of Peru. He'll flood out a
You
place.
can you
You
can
put a
literally
beer
go on
spout
the
on him.
internet. You can go on the internet right now on YouTube and watch Baker Mayfield trying to run from the police and get tackled and go
Yep.
#1 overall.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's amazing how the goalpost changes for certain individuals. Let's just say it like that. It's amazing how the standards change for certain individuals. It's just it's sad that Fields does not get there, because if you listen to the Ohio State coach, he says the same thing about Justin Fields. Say the kid is brilliant. He say the kid is a great quarterback. He can do it all. They say Justin Fields can make any throw,
Any throw.
any throw that you need.
Yeah.
And then
Anywhere.
of course he can kill you with his legs.
Kill
So
you.
that's kind of like an all world, type quarterback. And we know that the league has kind of changed that thanks to, Lamar Jackson and the way he plays. But I just, when you look at Shanahan and the way he plays, uh, they both fit, but for
But
some reason,
in
this
that
man
bootleg,
thing is going.
that zone scheme, bootleg scheme, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, traditional quarterback looks good, but what would take that offense to the next level?
yeah,
Having a quarterback in that offense that can also run too.
yeah.
That seems way more
Right.
deadly to me than having just a regular pocket
Well,
pass.
if I'm a
That's what gets
defensive
me.
coordinator, I'm more scared of Justin Fields as the 49ers quarterback
Every day.
than Mac Jones.
Every day.
Me too. Me too.
When you look at what the 49ers have already, they got Mozart as a running back, just nasty. They got 2 or 3 running backs actually.
Yep.
You got Debo Samuel back there.
Gamecock
Uh,
stirs
Right.
up. You got
then you got that monster.
Brandon Akiyu, the
Right,
rookie
you got
that
Brandon
balled out
Key.
last year.
Then you got that monster that tied in and Mr. Kittle,
Monster.
who
Unicorn.
Justin Fields with the threat of the run. I mean, it
Oh
just
my
come on
God.
now.
Woo.
Come on now.
They are
I,
running
I hope
offense
they
Niners
I
anyway.
would
hope they
be
take back I hope they
They
take back
already are
Jones, because
running
that's
offense.
yeah.
yeah.
They already are run first offense.
I
Why
hope
would you not have a quarterback that's a threat to run also?
well I
Wouldn't
hope they
that
Yeah,
just
take back
boost your
Jones.
strength?
That gonna
yeah.
make the
That's
offense not as good as it would have been with Justin Fields. So we
man,
might don't have to worry about seeing them deep in the playoffs. Cool.
So the
that's making
draft,
the
to be
strength
honest with
stronger.
you, the draft, guys, if that happens, if they do pick Fields, then the draft gets real interesting
Yeah.
again, because it kind of changes everything. because I think somebody will get greedy enough, and everybody kind of figure, okay, well, if New England is there, then New England will pick Mac Jones, but that's at 15. Somebody is gonna get greedy and come and get him. No question about it. I just feel like that. I don't think that he will last that long. And as much as and the reason why I say that, see John Elway, for some reason he has an infatuation with quarterbacks, and they sitting there at 9. You know he draft a quarterback almost every year.
But he done miss on every last one of them.
He don't miss on every one, so he keep trying. I'm saying so he keep trying. We know they don't believe in Drew Lock. We know that.
Is he gun shy now though?
Huh?
Is he gun shy?
Who, Elway?
Yeah.
Never.
Well, he did turn over the general managership.
That's right. He did give it up. You're right.
He did give it up, but in that case, I believe his word still sway things.
I think Fields has the arm to play in Denver though. Like you gotta have a strong arm quarterback to play in Denver. You can't get no weak arm quarterback.
Elway don't seem like the type of dude that's gonna let somebody else make the decision, especially if he feel like this is the guy to go. You know what I'm saying? Or this is the way to go with it. He don't seem like the type to delegate to me. Yeah, he delegated the job, but that don't mean he delegated the responsibility, if you feel what I'm saying.
I get that.
Buddha brings up an interesting point, and I'm going to have to kind of go at him a little bit on this one. This is our brother, y'all, so this is all in the family. Buddha said you beef up the line, you stop all that run stuff but quick eyes and release like Brady and Rodgers. It don't matter. Get Mac and O-line, and we'll see what's up. Well, we already know what Mac is like with offensive line, because he had that at Alabama, and he was taking pictures and shaking hands before he threw the ball.
Yeah,
he was down there. Exactly.
San Fran don't have O-line problems.
No, exactly. Good.
But that's not the issue in San Fran at all.
No.
They got a good O-line.
Fields gives you that Watson effect, though. See, too many other quarterbacks wouldn't have been able to go to Houston and thrive because that offensive line was so bad.
Added dimension.
Watson is so good in the pocket, he made up for that. So when you got a quarterback that is mobile, you can kind of get away if you get a hurt lineman or two, because that quarterback can kind of make up with it with his mobility.
What we don't know is what is like for Jones, because he didn't have it this year. What is it like for Jones when he got some turbulence coming at him?
Yes.
We don't know that.
Yes.
We don't know that. We just saw probably the greatest, one of the best quarterbacks, obviously, who will be. We saw what happened with Mr. Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Yes,
once the fire got on him.
Yep.
Once the fire got on him, made him look real ordinary. And I know that he had. I know his tackles were gone. I get that, but he looks ordinary. So,
but people act like he was so generational that didn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they saw that to know that because we had a lot of people in Cowboy Nation that wouldn't use that excuse for Dak when his O-line was trash and he got sacked 56 times. They still thought Dak was garbage and trash. But you got to realize if you don't got nobody blocking for you, I don't care who you is, you're going to struggle back there.
Exactly.
Tom Brady, what does Tom Brady hit the most? Tom Brady hates getting hit. He cannot stand getting hit.
That man a human being, man. That man a human being. He not no superhuman.
Yeah.
So the same rules apply for him to apply for us.
Yeah. So I don't. We really don't know about Mac Jones being tested.
No.
We really don't know.
I ask you this. Burrow had one great season last year. Mac Jones had one good season this year. But clearly, who was the better quarterback on tape?
Burrow.
So don't even give me that argument that Burrow did it, because Burrow showed way more. I seen Burrow stand in the pocket and get blasted and complete passes.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't seeing that from Mac Jones too much. We don't know, can he make off-script plays? What can he do when the pocket breaks down? When everything's not perfect around him, how good can Mac Jones be?
When you seen that pocket break down on Mac Jones, that's when he threw inaccurate passes and interceptions. You know what I'm saying? When that pocket broke down, that's when things went bad for him. As long as he could sit back there and step up and fire it to a wide open Devontae Smith, he was good. I'm not saying he didn't make good timing throws.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He don't have accuracy. He didn't drop it on the dime. But when that pocket broke down, that's when you saw the problems
Well,
Yeah.
You didn't see that with Fields though.
Tua look all world in Alabama. How he looked last year in Miami?
Struggled,
Right.
Doc. Struggled,
Completely different.
and it wasn't because of his hip either. He
No.
just struggled. It's the NFL.
Yes. It's a
It's
different
not
ball game.
it's not the SEC. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Fields ball in those same situations though.
Every
I
time.
saw him have the
On
pocket
the
breakdown,
big
him step up. Yeah, on the biggest
on the
stages.
biggest
On the
stages.
biggest stages.
Don't leave that out because that means a lot, especially to me. When I see
Yeah.
you play big in big games, I know you
Exactly.
ready for the big show. You ready for the big lights, the real big lights.
Exactly. Appreciate you,
Right,
David
Buddha.
Wrangle. Appreciate you, David Wrangle.
Right, Buddha.
Come back to see
It
me
wasn't-
sometime, man.
You right, Buddha. It wasn't his fault he didn't get blasted, but it was his fault when they was coming at him. He threw them erratic passes. That was all him. That had nothing to do with nobody else. That's when you seen
But
the
I
most
will say this: whoever goes to San Francisco, if it is a quarterback, that might be your rookie of the year this year.
Yeah, he'll be in a great situation.
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
Great.
Whoever goes there, if it's Jones, we may be talking about the rookie of the year because that team is loaded, man. I'm talking about
Shanahan is a genius play caller. Like
exactly
They're gonna ask
loaded.
and he just gonna be a game manager.
yeah, they're gonna run the
They're
ball.
gonna ask him to manage the game. They're gonna run the ball.
Yeah, they're gonna pound you to death and they're gonna play action you to death and bootleg you.
Yeah.
And
Kittle.
he gonna create mismatches for Kittle.
Yeah.
He's gonna make plays for Jones
Debo.
to have one speed, get the ball out quick.
Yeah, Debo gonna be running
Debo quick slants, screen
Yeah,
passes,
jet
getting the ball out quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Debo
whoever
on the
goes
jet
there, they actually probably want to go there. To be honest with you,
that's the best situation.
It's a great situation.
Yeah.
But to what I was saying again, if Jones does not get picked there, the draft then takes on another whole layer because the probably the anxiousness of people that want to jump up and probably gonna want to come get them.
Yeah.
And we don't know where that part may be at. So it's gonna be interesting.
The drop off from quarterback 5 to the next one is like jumping off a cliff.
Exactly, David. David brings up a good point too. David said they lost Saylor in defense now, so they may have to score some points. They lost their defensive coordinator, who's the head coach of the Jets now. But when you got dogs like they got David,
and they brought in Raheem Morris now. So
yeah,
that's a good pickup. Like
Raheem Morris is a great defensive coordinator. So when you got dogs,
I lied. Raheem Morris went to LA. I'm
wrong. Oh yeah, my fault.
I'm wrong.
You messing me up there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You messing me up. I'm like, I don't know.
But like you said, though, the dogs on that defense, regardless, and that culture, that D line,
yeah,
you don't really need a great defensive coach because they're gonna get to you. They're gonna get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Right.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, they're gonna be all right. San Francisco gonna be all right.
Appreciate you guys. Let me say this real quick. Listen, if you liking what you're saying and you want to become a supporter of the show, there's my Cash App, $sign the Big Time Show. If you're on Podbean, you should see a button there that says become a patron. All you have to do is click on that button and follow those instructions, and you become one right there. All you have to do is press that. Listen, also, real quick, if you want to follow me, I'm on all of those platforms that you see on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter now. You can follow me on Google Podcasts. I'm on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, LinkedIn, and Tumblr. And, of course, I'm on Twitter Live as we speak right now. If you're on Podbean, you should know that as well. I am here. Let's get back to the conversation, and then we're going to get on out of here for the night. I appreciate my brothers hanging with me tonight. Let me close this out, and we didn't talk about this before we. Hey, Fred, thank you, man, for joining. I know we've been on. Some of y'all got to go to bed. Some of y'all old like me. Y'all can't last after 9:30. I understand. Look, I'm not knocking you. I feel the sleep monster coming on me right now. So I understand. I'm gonna get you out of here. Some of y'all wanna. I know We ain't got it like these young folks used to have it, so I get it. We didn't talk about this last night, y'all. And y'all have heard me talk about this before. And I'm going to bring my brothers in here to kind of close out the show with this. I'm scared for the future, y'all. Stephen Jones scares me. The way that he operates scares me. Fred, is 4 a.m. for you. Well, Fred Williams, where are you at, man? Is it 4 a.m.?
Got to be in Italy or China or
My
something.
goodness, Fred, where are you from, brother? Come on, man. Talk to me real quick if you still here. Let me know real quick, because if it's 4 a.m., I really do appreciate you hanging with me tonight. Yeah, man. Come on, talk to me, Fred. Where you from? Real quick. I hope you ain't zapped out of here. See, when it's 4 a.m., you say one thing and then you nod out for 2 minutes. then you shock back. then you wake back up and don't know what went on, and you still, oh, okay. Yeah, I think so. Because it might be UK time. I don't know. Fred,
gotta be somewhere.
Come on, Fred. Talk to me, man. Talk to me real quick. Let me know where you at.
Yeah,
Bishop, he will pop up over something with all that anger. You get what you give. Oh, okay, I get you. But anyway, let me maybe Fred will put it in. I'm scared of Stephen Jones. Oh, you get up at 4 a.m. Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, he's in Columbia. But he gets up at 4 a.m.
Boy,
okay.
baby.
I got you.
Fred.
I got you.
Carolina in the building.
Stephen Jones scared me, y'all, because he's so conservative, and he has this system in his mind of how to build a football team. And when it's all said and done, we pretty much just going in a circle and end up in the 7-9, 8-8, that area there, 9-7 category, with a few years where we might win, 10 plus games. But overall, we keep hanging in this 7-9 win category. And instead of getting people that can carry us over the hump, he believes in this almost kind of like in baseball, they call it the minor league organization. Kind of like here in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm at, we have the Memphis Redbirds, which is the AAA organization of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
So so after you go to the Redbirds, your next step is the major leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that mentality is Stephen Jones, that he believe in this draft and develop system rather than getting people like a KJ Wright, like a Earl Thomas who could have helped immediately. These type of guys that can step in and make a difference for your team. And when Jerry finally gives it up, or yes, even if he passes away, we all know Steven is going to take over this team. And it don't look good, because if he's doing all this stuff now, he's not going to change his system up in the future. What do you think about that, Gary? It's just my opinion. You ain't got to agree, but that's what I'm saying.
I can't help but agree. I've been a Cowboy fan all my life. I see the same thing you seeing. I mean, everybody think they smarter than the average bear, but he just repeating the same dumb situations, and it's not getting us anywhere. I mean, the blueprints are out there for you to follow. I mean, look at what Belichick did. Look at what he did in free agency. This guy been on top for like 20 years. Why would you not at least soak up some of that game?
Yeah.
I mean, you just going completely against the grain. Some people always want to ice skate uphill, and it don't ever work out. You know what I'm saying? You go with what works. It's a copycat league.
I'm gonna put the nail on the head for y'all right here. See the difference between Steven and Jerry? Jerry really had to work for everything he's gotten in life, so he's more of a gambling man. Steven was brought up in money, which means he's a little bit more entitled, so he don't want to be wrong because he feels like he's right. So
all the time,
when you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results doing the same thing, it's a form of insanity. It really is insanity.
The definition of
we're dealing with an insane GM, egotistical GM, and all I can do is pray that our coaches can develop our players, and Will McClay can keep finding players that he needs when he needs cheap players, and we hit on them, because that's really the only hope we got. Because if you look at it, you don't have to spend money in free agency every off season. If you sign 1 or 2 good players every 2 to 3 years, you just filling holes on your team and elevating it. But that don't mean, because drafting every year, see, that draft every year strategy is for teams that's trying to rebuild. We ain't trying to rebuild. We trying to win Super Bowls. When we was in the dynasty winning Super Bowls, we wasn't worried about draft picks.
No.
When we needed a cornerback, we went out and got Dion. When we needed an edge rusher, we went out and got Charles Haley. Can we get back to that mindset?
Yeah.
Right.
That, and I've always said that, especially for the last few years, I've said for the last few years that we've been in a position that the talent would have to take over the mistakes of the front office and the coaching.
Yep.
And if that's how you're gonna win, that's just not you're not gonna win. Yeah, you may get by with it a few games, but overall that's not gonna work.
I don't know.
We've had bad
play football, man. Like football is a hard thing to play, and to try to play through dysfunction too. Man.
Yeah, you can't override bad coaching. You might catch somebody like CeeDee Lamb. When we weren't supposed to run a bubble screen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You don't want to run a bubble screen, but you got somebody like Lamb who can break one tackle and carry 80 yards. That's when the talent overrides the bad play call. Mm-hmm. That shouldn't have happened. Mm-hmm. And that's where we are. And I hope for 2 things, and we'll finish out on this. I hope for 2 things. Number 1, I hope that Kellen Moore has taken a red zone efficiency class. I mean, because see, he don't need no tutelage at all from the 20-yard line to the opponent's 20. Deadly. Oh, he's all world. And calling the plays in that. He's great at that.
Right. Oh man.
But inside the 20-yard line, he is the worst red zone play caller in the league. And I hope that he has gotten better this offseason on don't run when you're supposed to run. Yep. Stop lining up in the shotgun from the 3-yard line on first, second down, and then third down without giving the ball to Zeke Elliott at all. It just don't make any sense at all to me.
Trying to be too cute. That's what we call
it. Yeah, finesse. All that kind of stuff. No.
Power up and smack somebody in the mouth.
Yeah. Number 2. Go ahead.
My best bet after Jerry is that Stephen Jones come to his senses and let Will McClay be the GM.
Yes.
That's our best bet.
That's all we can pray for.
That's what we can pray for, because if he's still calling the shot, it's going to be the same thing over and over.
Because he a beast at the salary cap now. We can't take that from him. He can't
he great with it.
Salary cap hell. These contracts he's been writing. Like, I don't know how you write a contract to Cooper and got an out in it after 2 years when you don't got to pay no money. Like, he a beast with these contracts. So we got to give him some of his flowers. But you need to move from out of the football team building aspect. You need to fall back out of that something. And let guys that really know the game build this team.
That is not his strength by far.
And the second thing is this, that Dan Quinn can be free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he has a system that has been proven to work. And some of y'all gonna be saying, okay, well, he had the Legion of Boom. No, okay. His system also carried the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl. Yep. Yeah, I know they blowed the lead.
And Dan Quinn
Patriots. I get that, but here's the bottom line. He took the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl, and he's a defensive guy. So hopefully we can be free and let these guys, play fast, put them in a position. The 4-3 is gonna work now. Obviously, we ain't got to go through all this experimentation.
Yes.
And we don't have a lot of y'all want the defense to go from 31st to top 10 defense. That don't have to happen, y'all.
No.
That don't have to happen.
No.
If
All
we
we
can
need
go
is
from
top
31,
15
if we can go to if we go to 31 to top 15,
That's a
good Lord.
tremendous job.
Yeah, that's great. And we can win a Super Bowl like that because the offense is gonna score.
Yeah. You just need a top 15 defense. That's what history teaches us. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna close it out on that. Gary, man, I appreciate you and hanging with me, and Geechee, I appreciate you hanging with me too. You know us, we could talk about
We can
another.
go all night.
We can go all night
man,
with this
all
thing.
night, man.
And for
All
those
night.
that are wondering, we have went all night.
Yes.
Talking on the phone, talking Cowboy talk. I'm talking about these guys would talk to 3, 4 in the morning. I didn't do it. I'm too old. I can't do it. But they can. But these guys love the Cowboys, like I'm quite sure all of you guys do. We just got different ways of seeing things, and that's the way that it is. I see you, Geechee. Let me pop you back
That's all
on.
right. Nothing wrong with that.
No, we all love them, and we just got different ways of sometimes how we see things. We ain't trying to fight, especially in here, but we gonna do what we can do. Bruce, I don't never remember you joining in, but Bruce, I appreciate you hanging with me. I see my sister Wendy is here.
What you want me to read, Wendy?
Oh, okay. What? Let me scroll back up if I can.
Geechee, you should just read.
I can't. I'm sorry, Wendy. I can't scroll back up.
She's stuck on your accent, Geek.
Okay.
Yeah, you getting all these different accents and stuff. You know, Geechee sound like somebody from the north, but he really from the south. You know what I'm saying? He one of them nice dialect talking guys. Then you get me on here. I'm straight from the south.
Memphis.
Y'all can hear the real south in my voice. It is what it is. And then you got Gary on here talking like he a part of the Senate of the United States. The way he talks,
man.
It's the Midwest.
I'm straight out the South, man. I'm Fort Worth, Texas, man. Fort Worth,
see
Texas.
what I'm saying? See.
Midwest swing. Well, no, y'all still the South, Gary. Texas still
part
of us.
Hey, Geechee, Geechee Wendy said you should be Morgan Freeman.
hey, Wendy, to be honest, my 6th grade home ex teacher used to always make me read everything in class because she loved my voice and how I read. She always made me read. So I done heard that a lot in life, Wendy.
And before we leave, let me talk to my Podbean family. I don't know who's still in here. But hey, I appreciate all you guys. Look like I had about an 8 or 9, maybe, I don't know, that joined in on here. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me on Podbean. I just want to visit. Miss Ty said it's been a great show. So it ain't, I'm entertaining by myself. Yeah, I know I am.
Bishop can do it alone.
Yeah, I can do it alone, but when you add guys like this to the show, it only makes it better. And you guys will be hearing these guys again if they decide to come back and hang with me.
Stop it, Bishop. That's
man.
anytime.
Anytime you have me on the show, I'm coming, man.
What you did today, Bishop? What you did?
Exactly. What'd you say, Geechee?
What you do today? What you did? You dropped the DM and said, "Who want to jump on the show?"
I dropped it on. Yeah, my brother jumped up. E Kush, thank you, E Kush. See, this what family do. E Kush said, "Click or follow." That's my name, y'all. Douglas Brooks Jr. or the Big Time Show, and get the notifications. See what I'm saying? This is my family. They cover me. E Kush is gonna come on here. You know what I'm saying? That's another brother from our group. E Kush gonna come on here.
You just get real. You get real with you, Bishop. Like a lot of these cowboy bloggers shows, they tiptoe around a lot, and you just keep it raw. Like it's no sugarcoating with you, and I love that. That will make that
Yeah,
all to me. Like,
look. If we sorry, we sorry. That's just the bottom line. I'm I don't know. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Now, just that statement right there will get me in a lot of trouble with Cowboy fans. You get to that like it's just like and
real
maybe
man.
this is another show for another thing. This is another show like folks talking about we need to make Ezekiel Elliott our focal point, which is what
No,
we always should do.
no, that's
Uh,
gone now. Them
that's
days
gone.
gone.
Say,
Them days
That's
gone.
gone.
say,
Now
And
before,
I got,
now before
and
you
here's
had
I got to jump in there real quick.
say it again.
I got to say so quick. My man
Go
Buddha
ahead.
say Mac Jones owe him a check. And yeah, he owe you a check because you didn't down talk Patrick Mahomes to represent Mac Jones. So yeah, he definitely owe you a check, Buddha.
boy.
Oh my goodness. But they talking about Ezekiel, but that day is gone. And Kellen Moore wasn't giving Ezekiel Elliott the ball in the first place. You see what I'm saying? We can count on one hand how many times Ezekiel Elliott was carrying the ball 20 times. It just never, come on now. It was just ridiculous. Geechee, I think I see you again. You keep going in and out. Am I right about that? Oh no, Geechee, you still here. Geechee, you still here? Gary? Well,
I'm
Geechee
still
popping
here.
out. He'll pop back in. I see you. Geechee just probably in a little bad spot. I know he coming in. Wendy say we ain't going nowhere. We need cover. Wendy, we got to go. Wendy, I'm sorry, darling. Look, I got to go. I'm tired. I ain't gonna make it. And my guys they gonna look. They gonna talk with us some more. I already know that. Geechee is here. I don't see you, Geechee. You're not here. You done zapped out on me. But it's all perfect, and we gonna close it on out now. Appreciate you guys so much for that way. There go Geechee. He come back. All right, hold up, Geechee. I got you. 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 There he is. All right. All right. We're gonna close out with that. Uh, with that statement. That's another whole show for itself. Listen, thank you for joining all us tonight. Appreciate my brothers again. I appreciate my brothers so much for hanging with me. I'll see you guys Saturday at 3:00. Saturday at 3:00. Saturdays 3:00 Central Time for another edition of the Big Time Show. As I always say, stay tuned because it seems as if between these shows, it seems as if something else is going to happen between now and Saturday. And if it does, I promise you, we're going to hit it here on this show and see what's going if we can see some more clarity that will show up because of some moves that have been made. If not, we'll talk more about the Cowboys, of course, and keep our eyes on the Cowboy news and see if we can start seeing some ways that are leaning toward the draft. All eyes now on the draft. If we pick up a free agent, so be it. But pretty much all eyes on the draft now, and what we gonna do. And it's gonna be fun, y'all, because if we stay at 10, the bottom line is we're gonna have a lot of choices to pick from, and it's starting to look that way. So come back and hang with me Saturday, 3 p.m. For the Big Time Show again. I ain't gonna be rude. Gary, go on say bye to all these folks, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe, man. Support the movement. All my boys here, man. E. Kush, Buddha, Wendy. Hey, much love to y'all. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Geechee, you here, man? Geechee? I'm trying to be nice. If Geechee, if you talking, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Geeks.
Geechee, I can't hear you, Doc. I think he's zapped out. He gonna pop right back in. There he is. And Geechee, talk.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right.
Come
Yeah,
on, baby.
man. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thank you, Bishop, for the opportunity. We all just trying to speak the truth about Cowboys, man. You can catch us over there at Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yes,
Bishop
sir.
is a big fan of the show too. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, Bishop. Like, you gonna always get the real with Bishop. Like, clear cut, dry, real. Even sometimes it ain't what you want to hear, but sometimes you need that in life. You need
Oh
to
yeah.
hear
Right.
things that you don't want to hear, like that makes you a better person. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. E Kush, Wendy, Buddha, you know how we rock, man. So
Yeah,
all the other
man.
fans that tune in, my guy from Colombia, hey man,
Yeah.
appreciate it very much, man. And I'll,
And let me
anytime,
and let
anytime.
me say thank you, Bruce Calley. I've never seen you before, but you done hung with us on the show. Hey man, follow me. And if you like the show, all you have to do is push on those live notifications. And as soon as I come on, uh, you'll be with me. Come on, hang with me. And I appreciate your voice. Everybody has a right to figure out how we need to build this team. And as I always say, I'm willing to change with the snap of a finger if you make sense. Now, if you make sense, I'll change. But look, if you don't make no sense, then I ain't gonna embarrass you. But if you don't make no sense, I'm just gonna keep reading. I ain't gonna just, I ain't gonna knock you down. We're
Right.
family here on this show. So again, appreciate you guys. I will see
Appreciate
you
you having me
guys.
on, Chris.
Say what? Say what, Gary?
I appreciate you having me on.
Oh man, ain't no problem. Y'all made the show tonight. I told y'all were gonna show out. But I already knew it was gonna happen. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Tune in with me on Saturday at 3 p.m. here at the Big Time Show podcast. And before y'all leave, you already know what time it is. Y'all can't leave my show unless you clap your hands. Woo!